Didn't go well with Joan, did it?
No, it didn't, because you sandbagged me.
I didn't sandbag you.
Well, then what do you call not telling me that Glamour was circling her board members?
I tried to tell you, but you couldn't hear me through all of your rage.
What I'm not hearing is the sound of you putting your bag down. Because the board members are meeting tomorrow afternoon, and I only have until then to fix this.
And you want me to help you?
You're the associate on this case, aren't you?
So now I'm an associate?
Yeah, no, you know what? Now's not the time to get into it.
No, now's exactly the time to get into it. Because you have taken every opportunity possible to make me feel like I am nothing. And now, even though you want something, you're still treating me like I'm nothing.
I'm treating you like every other associate.
That is bullshit. And you know what? Even if it were true, you didn't used to treat me that way.
I didn't used to know you lied to me on a daily basis.
Louis, it would serve you right if I take my bag and leave you here and go home to the man that I love.
So you're not gonna help?
No, I'm gonna help you. But not because you deserve it. I'll do it because I am an associate and I am a professional, which means I am capable of putting the personal aside in order to do my job.
And one of those. Just what I was in the mood for.
You're getting a bagel, that means you kicked ass.
Which I did.
You called up the TSA, busted up their national security defense?
No, I used their defense. Gerard's going to testify under seal because it's a matter of national security.
And the judge bought that.
What's not to buy? The TSA made the argument for us.
And what did Brady say?
That's the best part about it. He doesn't even know it.
It's a matter of national security.
We testify under seal. The judge realizes that Gerard is a degenerate gambler.
But a fair mediator.
The case gets dismissed, and Garrett Brady and Harvard Law never know it happened.
You thought of all of that on your own?
You think you're the only one who can come up with an intelligent solution?
You are 1 for 400 in the time we've worked together.
Okay, smart guy. Since I did your job for you, you're going to do my job for me.
You want me to prep Gerard because you don't want to sit in a room and listen to him talk for 2 hours.
I didn't want to 15 years ago, and I don't want to now. We only get one shot at this, and his testimony better be rock solid. Thanks.
Oh yeah, sure. Help yourself. Heck.
I see you haven't slept.
I have a lot of work that needs attending to.
I bet you do, considering the phone call I got from Joan Walsh this morning.
She called you?
She wanted to know what the other named partners were going to do about the one that screwed the pooch.
Oh, come on, that is not fair. I didn't have all the information.
You had enough information to make a deal to get it from Harvey, and part of that deal was you backing me with Jeff.
Oh, so that's why you're here. You don't trust I'm still gonna do it?
Because you haven't done it yet, and you have a history of making poor decisions when things aren't going your way.
The only poor decision I've made is agreeing to cover for you in the first place.
You didn't think that was such a bad idea when you were using it to get what you wanted.
And now you're threatening to take that thing away.
Louis, you want to keep Joan, that's on you. But I held up my end of the bargain. You better hold up yours.
I just want to go over it one more time, Professor. How much money was in that pot?
I'm tired of going over it. Why do we have to keep replaying every moment of this game?
Because your entire case depends on it?
My case depends on the fact that I won that money gambling, not whether I won it with a flush.
Your case depends on the judge believing you, and if he finds any holes in your testimony, then
I gave you the names of everyone I knew at that game.
But none of those men were there when you won that money.
I can't help it if I didn't get the names of the guy I didn't.
Which is why your story needs to be rock solid.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I ask you again, Professor, how much money was in the final pot?
Roughly $12,000.
And you won that hand.
As I said before, I won, and then I cashed out.
And what did you have again?
A queen high flush.
Who did you beat?
I told you I didn't get his name.
Okay, so what did he have?
2 pair. Queens over 6s.
Wait a second. You said before that the man next to you folded with 2 queens up, and now this guy has 2 queens, and you had a queen high flush?
I said the man next to me folded with 2 kings.
No, you didn't.
You heard me wrong.
No, I didn't.
Is this part of prepping me, or are you accusing me of something?
I'm trying to get your story to line up.
My story does line up.
Not to me, it doesn't.
Look, young man, if you're gonna sit over there and call me a liar...
I'm not calling you a liar, but if you say tomorrow what you said today, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble, because where I come from, there are only 4 queens in a deck.
I said 2 kings. And I'm gonna say that again tomorrow.